Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Caitlin Clark fans slam claims Indiana Fever are better without her after LA loss. Caitlin Clark's fans are pushing back hard after some people claimed the Indiana Fever are better without her. That talk started earlier this week when the Fever won back-to-back games against the Minnesota Lynx and the Las Vegas Aces while Clark was out with a groin injury. But on Saturday night, the Fever gave up a late lead and lost 89-87 at home to the Los Angeles Sparks. It was their second loss to LA in just over a week. Clark missed her fifth game in a row due to the injury and watched the game from the bench. After those earlier wins, some WNBA fans started saying maybe the Fever were playing better without her. But after losing again to a struggling Sparks team, those arguments seem to have died down. Earlier in the week, Indiana had something to celebrate. They won the Commissioner's Cup against the Lynx, their first trophy since 2012. Then they beat Aya Wilson and the Aces by 27 points. With those wins, the Fever improved to 5-5 without Clark this season. With her, they're 4-4. So far, the team has been about the same either way, record-wise. Fans defend Caitlin Clark. On X, fans quickly came to Clark's defense after Saturday's loss. One fan wrote, "It turns out the Fever are not more dangerous without Caitlin Clark." Another added, "Some strange coaching at the end. I miss Caitlin Clark. I'd see if this team thinks they can continue to win without her, it's better with her." A different user added, "Caitlin Clark is the WNBA. She's the Jordan and Tiger of her generation and moves the needle." Clark might return on Wednesday night when the Fever host the Golden State Valkyries. There's still no official word on when she'll be back. She also missed the first 5 games of the season with a quad injury. Clark voted as one of the 2 captains for the WNBA All-Star Game. Even though she's missed time, Clark was still voted as one of the 2 captains for the WNBA All-Star Game, which will be played in Indianapolis in 2 weeks. She earned the role by being one of the top vote-getters from fans. She'll draft a team alongside Lynx star Napheesa Collier, picking from the rest of the All-Star players. This is Clark's second All-Star selection in just her second year in the WNBA. Last season, she played for Team WNBA against Team USA before the Paris Olympics. Before this recent injury, Clark had been going through a tough stretch. In her return game on June 14th against New York and again against Connecticut, she didn't look like her usual self. Against Seattle, she went just 3-4-13 from the field and missed all 6 of her three-point attempts. In the 2 games before that win, she shot 1-4-17 from 3, way off from her usual shooting standards. The Fever dream, Caitlin Clark, the critics, and the firestorm of fandom. It was a Friday night when the storm broke loose, not in the skies above Los Angeles, but across the courts, the headlines, and every corner of basketball Twitter. The Indiana Fever had just taken a tough loss to the Los Angeles Sparks. It was one of those sluggish, uneven games that offered little for the highlight reels. No signature logo threes, no jaw-dropping assists. Just tired legs, off-rhythm shooting, and a growing chorus of criticism. The Fever's rookie sensation, Caitlin Clark, had sat out the game due to an ankle tweak from the previous matchup. What followed wasn't just a game recap. It was a fire starter. Are the Fever better without Clark? The question popped up like an uninvited guest at a dinner party. It crept from comment sections to pundit debates. A few analytics accounts shared advanced stats comparing the team's ball movement and plus-minus during the minutes Clark had been on the bench in previous games. One sports radio host even implied the team played freer without her on the floor. A whisper turned to a rumble. And then, as social media always does, the rumble became an eruption. Caitlin Clark fans, loyal, vocal, and thousands strong, weren't having it. Chapter 1, The Spark Behind the Storm. To understand the outrage, you first have to understand the phenomenon. Caitlin Clark wasn't just a rookie. She was the rookie. A generational scorer out of Iowa, she had dragged college basketball into prime time all by herself. Sold-out arenas, record-breaking viewership, a full WNBA rebrand in real time. Wherever Clark went, cameras followed. Kids wore her jerseys. Parents whispered her name like hope. She was the engine, the magnet, and the moment. When Indiana drafted her #1 overall, it wasn't just about winning. It was about transformation. This is the most exciting time in Fever history, Team GM Lynn Dunn had said back in April. We didn't just draft a player. We drafted a movement. So when one loss without Clark led to comparisons implying the team might be better off without her, it felt like more than bad analysis. It felt like betrayal. Chapter 2. #Rebellion. By Saturday morning, #BetterWithClark was trending on X, formerly Twitter. Fans posted clips of her impossible cross-court passes, of 35-foot threes with a hand in her face, of her waving off double teams with a smirk. Yeah, one tweet said sarcastically under a video of Clark hitting a game winner in double OT, this is clearly the problem. Another viral post showed a slowed-down clip of the Fever offense during the LA game. Players hesitating, spacing poorly, shots clanking off the rim. The caption was simple. Looks better? Really? Podcasters dropped emergency episodes. You don't get to criticize Clark for shooting too much and claim the team's lost without her gravity. One host barked into his mic, make it make sense. Some pointed to the double standards. When a male rookie drops 20 and 10 in a loss, we say he's learning to carry a franchise, one fan wrote. But when Caitlin does it, suddenly it's her fault they didn't win? The reaction wasn't just defensive. It was protective, like the fans were shielding something fragile and brilliant from a world too quick to tear it down. Chapter 3. Inside the Locker Room. Back in Indiana, the locker room was quieter than usual. Clark had spent the game in a hoodie on the bench, offering advice to her teammates, cheering like a sixth coach. She didn't speak to reporters that night. Team doctors were still evaluating her ankle, but her absence loomed large in every interview. I mean, we missed her out there, said Fever forward Nalissa Smith. She sees stuff the rest of us don't always catch right away. It changes how teams guard us, how we space. It's not just about points. Kelsey Mitchell was more blunt. Look, we win and lose together. But don't twist it up. Caitlin's presence makes a difference, even when the box score doesn't show it. Head coach Christy Sides was diplomatic, but her words carried weight. There's a learning curve, yeah. But Caitlin draws the kind of attention you can't replicate. That opens things up for everyone else. You can't coach that. Chapter 4. The Undercurrent. Beneath the criticism, there was an undercurrent no one wanted to say aloud, but everyone felt.